Hello, everyone. This is my ethical organizational response to Uber, and some of the key issues that I think led to Susan Fowler being sexually harassed was that other females who had been previously sexually harassed by the manager or other employees never reported it. Therefore, they felt that since it wasn't getting reported and there wouldn't be any reprimand, therefore, why not keep doing it, right? So I feel that if other females had reported him or other employees who were committing the sexual harassment from the beginning, uh, such as the same instance that happened to Susan Fowler, it probably wouldn't have happened because they would have already been reprimanded for it, and then they feel that, okay, now that we're getting reprimanded for this, we probably shouldn't be doing it. So once somebody has that fear of being reprimanded, they have a tendency to not do it again. Um, Uber could have taken the situation a little bit more seriously, and I feel that's how they could have handled the situation different. Um, if they would have taken it more seriously and reprimanded the manager when it was first reported by Susan Fowler, instead of just giving him a slap on the wrist and a stern talking to, it would have showed other female employees that if they reported it, nothing would be done about it because Uber didn't do anything about it other than a stern talking to and a slap on the wrist. Or slap on the wrist. So, if they figured, well, if we report it and nothing's going to get done about it, why would we report it? But yeah, Uber definitely could have handled that situation a little bit differently simply by being more stern with him, uh, showing reprimand, that kind of thing. Uh, I feel like this suggestion would be effective because it shows the employees that if Uber had taken more of a serious action against the manager for this incident, such as reprimand and being fired, it would show the employees that Uber has a zero tolerance policy for sexual harassment and that the company takes sexual harassment claims very seriously. It will show other employees who want to report sexual harassment seriously, and it would also show the ones that have a tendency for sexual harassment to kind of step back a little bit from it because they say, oh, okay, if this guy got reprimanded for it, I guess I should be a little bit more careful about how I talk to other employees at work because now they're starting to reprimand people for it. So, I think Suzanne Fowler's response was justified. I due to the response that Uber was just given a stern talking to, simply because they were afraid to reprimand him because he had a good work evaluation. Okay, he's a good worker. He sexually harassed a person. Let's just give him a stern talking to and a slap on the wrist simply because of that. That's not acceptable, and Susan Fowler shouldn't have had to put up with that kind of response. Um, they gave her an option: stay with the team, or you can leave the team. But if you stay with the team, um, and you get a poor eval, then they can't say that that was retaliation because they gave her an option: stay with the team or leave. That also was not a proper response to Susan Fowler, and the way that she responded was, well, I guess I'll just leave the team because she knew that if she stayed with it, she would more than likely get a poor evaluation, and she couldn't say that that was retaliation because they gave her an option. She did eventually end up leaving the team, and after a while, she did end up eventually leaving the company. So, I don't think she should have behaved differently either, because as soon as the incident happened, she reported it to Human Resources, not just as like a she had proof. She took screenshots of the emails that he was sending her, and she took them directly to HR. It wasn't just a claim. oh, I claim that I'm being sexually harassed. No, she actually had proof, and it wasn't just an accusation. Then when nothing was done besides a stern talking to and a slap on the wrist, she left the team. That was a good decision on her part. Simply because it could have created a hostile work environment there if she would have stayed. She would have gotten a poor eval. There was nothing HR could have done if she did get a poor eval. So I feel like she should have left the team like she did. After she left the team, she started talking to other females, and they also stated that they have also been sexually harassed by the manager and other people who were at Uber. So once she found that out, she got these women to meet up with HR representatives, and the HR representatives told them that since it was the first reporting, that no further action could or would be taken after that. I think that once this happened, she lost faith in HR and managers, and she ended up leaving the company. She didn't have to put up with that kind of behavior, and since they weren't going to do anything about it, she took matters in their own hands and left the team, and then eventually left the company. Did she have to make the blog, though? Not necessarily, but she did point out that Uber has some ethical issues within their company when it comes to treatment of employees and sexual harassment. So I feel like that she behaved in a manner as she should have, and I feel like that because of that, that $4.4 million settlement that Uber gave out for sexual harassment of other employees, I feel like it really did the company and the employees some good to recognize that there was an ethical issue within Uber and then attempt to fix it. So those are my ethical organizational responses to Uber, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.